Hello guys, this is Divya Jyoti and I welcome everyone back to my YouTube channel, that is the Techie's Voice. Today in this video, we'll be learning about differences between RDBMS, DBMS, then we'll be discussing about F-card rules and data types. So let's get started. So let me take one of your box here. Okay. So now, first of all, to be discussing about RDBMS and Excel sheet. So RDBMS and Excel sheet. Okay. So guys, in RDBMS, we can store data in the form of tables or relational models. In RDBMS, we can store data in form of tables or relational model. And in the case of Excel sheet, we can store data in a simpler way. In Excel sheet, data is stored in a simple way. Okay. Now in case of RDBMS, we can store metadata. Okay. In case of RDBMS, we can store metadata. Now guys, what is metadata? Okay. In relational model, we can also store metadata, data above data. So guys, metadata is basically means, okay, metadata is basically means data above data. For example, okay, when you capture an image, okay, from your phone camera, when you capture an image from the phone camera, you get certain informations. Okay, certain informations are stored. You might get the image size, image resolution, image location, image quality, and so on. So these image size, image resolutions, image locations you see here, these are all the data above data. So image resolution is a data, whereas image size is a data, but the data above data. So this is our data, and this is again our data. So data above data is called as metadata. Okay, we cannot store metadata in case of Excel sheet. Okay, in case of Excel sheet, we cannot have metadata. I repeat, in case of Excel sheet, we cannot have metadata. So if you guys remember, in my second video, I have told about what are the languages required. Sorry, in my first video, so if you guys remember, in the first video, I have mentioned the language needed to communicate with RDBMS is known as structured query language. So I repeat, to communicate with the RDBMS, we need a language called a structured query language. If you guys have not referred my first video, please go and refer so you can better understand what I am saying and this differences between RDBMS and Excel sheet. Now, to communicate with Excel sheet, we do not need any language. We do not need any language to communicate with Excel sheet. Okay. Now, RDBMS follows EF chord rules. I repeat, RDBMS follows EF chord rules. Even the same I have showed in the very first video. Okay, RDBMS follows EF chord rules, whereas EF chord rules is not followed by Excel sheet. Okay, Excel sheet do not follow EF chord rules. Okay, now data can be stored unlimitedly in case of RDBMS. In case of RDBMS, data can be stored in unlimited number. But in in case of Excel sheet, storage of data is limited. RDBMS provides security, whereas Excel do not provide any security. RDBMS provides security, whereas Excel sheet do not. To retrieve data from RDBMS, we need to solve a query. So solving a query we'll be discussing on the very next video while we are discussing on SQL languages. Even in this video, I'll try to show some of your SQL commands, basic commands which we can retrieve the data from things. We'll see in this video also, and other in the upcoming videos also I'll be giving more and more SQL language and commands for a better hands-on experience. So guys, okay, to retrieve the data from RDBMS, we need to solve a query. To retrieve the data from RDBMS, we need to solve a query. Okay. But in case of Excel sheet, we do not have to solve a query. We directly open Excel sheet and retrieve the data. So no use of using any query for retrieving data from Excel sheet. Now coming to differences between RDBMS and DBMS. So guys, as you know, again from the first video I have told you what is DBMS. DBMS stands for Database Management System, used to manage and maintain the database. Okay, so we need a query or a language to communicate with the DBMS software, and it's also similar to Excel sheet where data can be stored in a simpler manner. So obviously we need a query language to communicate with the DBMS, that is known as a query language. Okay, structured query language is used for DBMS, and query language is used for structured query language is used for RDBMS, whereas query language is used for DBMS. So now these are the differences between RDBMS, DBMS, and Excel sheet. Now coming back to EF chord rules. So what is EF chord rules and how data can be stored in form of EF chord rules? Let's understand. So I'll be deleting the entire points here. Now let's discuss. Now let's discuss on EF chord rules. So EF chord rules. So data entered into the table must be a single value data or atomic data. So rules, EF chord rules. Data entered into the table must be a single valued data or atomic data. This is the first point. Now next, we can store values or data in multiple tables and can connect two tables using key attributes. We can store data two in two or more than two tables or multiple tables and can connect both of them using key attributes. Data entered into the tables can be validated using data types and constraints. Data entered into the table can be validated using data types, and constraints. Data types are mandatory, whereas constraints are options. Okay, data types are mandatory, whereas constraints are options. Now, we'll be discussing about what are data types and constraints video I'll be uploading in the next upcoming video. So, data types here, let's understand what are data types. Okay, so what are data types? Okay, let's check it out. So, types of data which are used to store in memory location. Okay, these are types of data which are used to store in memory location. Data types are the types of data that are used to store in memory location. Now, there are different types of data. There are different types of data. I'll write it here. There are different types of data. The first is char. The first is char. Second is varchar. Third is large object. Fourth is binary object. And guys, under large object we have two kind of things: char large object and binary large object. Okay, under large object we have char large object and binary large object. Then we have something called date and we have something called number. So there are different types of data types. Okay, types of data or data types. So there are different types of data or data types. There are char, varchar, large object. Under large object we have char large object and binary large object. Then we have date and number. Now coming to the first type of data is char data type. Okay, so let me clear up the screen. Let me clear this and let me take the text. Take the entire screen. Now let's discuss about char data type. So what is char data type? It is used to store characters. It is used to store characters, and it should be in single quotes. Okay, should be in single quotes. So for example, A to Z, comma, small a to Z, then we have dollar, comma, at the rate, then 0 to 9. Okay, char data type, they have a fixed length memory allocation. Okay, char data type has fixed length allocation. For example, char size. Likewise, char of 20, or can write as char of 10. Okay, now max 200 characters can be allocated. So max 2000 characters can be allocated. Now how they're allocated? Let me show you here with the help of a diagram here. Okay, okay. I'll take Let me take the pencil. Okay, that's the rough I'll do. Don't touch me with my diagrams. Just, just try to understand. Not judge you. Do not judge me with the diagrams. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, my mistake. 10 cannot. Sorry, it should be started with 1. I started with 0. Sorry. Okay, I'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10 blocks are allocated. Okay, what I have written after right here, 10 blocks allocated. Okay, and here I'll take another diagram. Okay, this is the memory. Okay, this is the memory. These are the 10 blocks here allocated, and here is the char data type. Now I'll be showing here how many memory are used and how many memory are unused or wastage of memory. So let me take here again a diagram. Sorry, so what's diagram? Let me take another rectangle box. Okay, I will be taking here a lot of things to explain you guys. Okay, so guys, let me write some name. I'll write my name, Divya. Okay, it's DYBYA. So you can see here this particular place I have allocated the memory. Okay, this memory is used. I'll call it as used memory, and for this particular I'll call it as unused memory or wastage memory. Unused memory or wastage memory. Okay, now this is a kind of CAD data type. Okay, so used memory and unused memory. So guys, used memory here, which is used, that is used, not a problem. But unused memory, they remain as that at that stuff. At that point, they remain the same. They do not go back to the memory location. They remain as it is over there. So it's waste of memory. Now coming to varchar. Okay, now coming to varchar, let me delete all those place. Now coming to varchar, I'll explain you here. Varchar, it is used to store the characters, and same as it will be getting stored as, if I'll show you guys, if I'll show you here, it is used to store characters and should be in single quotes. So let me write it here only. Just a second. I'll erase it here and I'll write it here only. Okay. Varchar data type. So guys, it is used to store characters and should be in single quotes. For example, capital A to Z in single quotes, small a to Z in single quotes, dollar and at the rate in single quotes, and zero to nine in single quotes. Variable length memory allocation. Okay, it has a fixed length. Variable the character data type was having fixed length, whereas varchar is having a variable length allocation. Okay, variable length allocation. So let me take this one. Just a second, I have to remove all those things. Okay, so now it has a variable length allocation, and it can be allocated with 2000 characters. Maximum characters allowed is 2000 characters can be allocated, and the syntax for that is varchar size, varchar of 10, or also you can go for 20, or can be 30, can be 40, can be 50. Not a problem. It's a variable kind of data type, and it's variable length memory allocation. Okay, now Here I will tell you. So as here you can see, this is the memory. Okay, these are the used memory. This is unused memory. Now what happens? What happens as you see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and this is the memory. And here in this case, you see the used memory and unused memory. Let me show you here is. Let me show you here. I hope guys you are understanding this video. So guys, let me take here. Okay, this is okay. So guys, as you know, in this video I have told you what is this. This is the memory. Let me write here. Let me write here. This is the memory. So what happens? Whatever memory is used, not a problem. But whatever memory are not used, or you can say this is the unused memory. Okay, this is the unused memory. This is the unused memory or the wastage memory. This particular unused or wastage memory is sent back to the memory. Is sent back to the memory. Okay, this is sent back to memory. Okay, now in we have something called as varchar2. We have something called as varchar2 where updation of varchar is possible and it allows 4000 maximum allocations. Okay, we have something called as varchar2 which allows updation of varchar and also double of varchar can be allocated, that is 2000 into 2 equal to 4000. Okay, now coming to large object. Now what is large object? And inside large object we have char large object and binary large object. Okay, let's discuss about large object. We have char large object. So char large object is used to store characters up to 4 GB. Okay, so we can store characters up to 4 GB. We can store characters up to 4 GB and size is not specified. And size is not specified. The syntax for this is CLOB, character large object. Okay, character large object. Now then coming to the next one, we have binary large object. Okay, so here I'll write binary large object. In binary large object, it is used to store binary values of images, videos, files, documents, etc. up to 4 GB. Okay, so guys, it is used to store video files, images, and documents up to 4 GB. Up to 4 GB. So binary large objects is used to store video files, images, and documents up to 4 GB. Also, size is not specified over here as well. Size is not specified. Size is not specified. Syntax for this is, what is the syntax? Syntax is blob. BLOB stands for binary large object. Then we have something called as date. Then we have something called as date. Hope you remember the fourth data type was date. So we'll be discussing about date. So in date, the standard date format given by Oracle is standard date format given by Oracle is DDMONYY. DDMONYY. This is the standard date format given by Oracle. The standard date format given by Oracle. And if I write this DDMON 4 Ys, then it is for past and future dates. It is used for past and future dates. Then we have something called as number. That was the fifth data type which I have mentioned before starting the video. So let me delete all these things. Now we will be discussing about numbers. What is number? Number data type. Number data type. What is number data type? Then we have something called as number precision scale. In number we have something called as number precision scale. This is the syntax. Now guys, what is precision and what is scale? Okay, what is precision and what is scale? So precision, it is used to store integer values, and the range of precision is 1 to 38. It is used to store integer values, and the range of precision is 1 to 38, and the range of precision is 1 to 38. So precision is used to store integer values, and the range of precision is 1 to 38. Now what is scale? Let's understand what is scale. It is used to store decimal values, and it is not mandatory. It is used to store decimal values and is not mandatory. So the range for scale is -84 to +127. The range is -84 to +127. 127. Now guys, let's understand some examples where you can have a better understanding of what we have written here. I'll write number of 4. So what is 4? 4 is the precision value. Okay. If I write 4 and I give it as number 4, you can see, what we will get is, we'll get a value of plus number 4, and this is number 4, and what we'll get is plus or minus 9999, which is the maximum value of the block, which is the maximum value of a block. Okay. And if I write as number 5, if I write number 5, then with what we'll get is plus or minus 99999, 5 nines we'll get. Okay. Now if I'll give number of 4 comma 2, if I get number 4 comma 2, precision comma scale, what I will get is, so 4 is the precision and 2 is the scale, so what I get is plus or minus 99.99, 99.99. Guys, remember, if the scale is greater than or equal to precision, okay, I'll write here, if scale is greater than precision, then we get equals to scale minus precision, scale minus precision. So let me give you an example. Even I have given an example here also. Let me give another example. If I take number 7 as a scale, 7 as a precision and 4 as a scale, so what I'll do is, I'll do 7 minus 4, that is 3. 7 minus 4, that is equals to 3. And the 3, whatever the value you get here, first the 3 numbers will come as 999 dot. What is the scale value? The scale value you see here is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 nines will be coming. Okay. Now if I give number 6 minus 2. Okay, 6 comma 2. If I give the number as 6 comma 2, and we know 6 minus 2 equals to 4, then what we get is 4 9 in the first beginning, before the decimal will get 4 9 dot, will get 2 9, whatever the scale value is. Now guys, if there is something called as number of 4.4 comma 3.2, 4.4 comma 3.2. So guys, if I take the nearest decimal point, what we get is 4, then we get 3, what we get is 1. So the value we get as an output is 9 dot. Okay, 1 2 3 3 nines we get. Got it clear? Now similarly, if I take number of 4 comma 6. Guys, mark it here. Now, 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 here the precision is less. The scale is more. Precision is less. Scale is more. And we come up here. If the scale is greater than precision, then we get equal to scale minus precision. Scale minus precision. Okay. Here what we're doing is here in this case number 7,4 we do is precision minus scale. But here what we do is scale minus precision because the scale is greater than precision. So now let's do this. If I subtract 6 minus 4, what I get is 2. Obviously. Now what the output will be 0 point. I get here as 2. My output is 2 here. 6 minus 4 is 2. So 2 zeros, and then whatever the precision value is 9999. So guys, see in this above example number 7,4, 7 minus 4 3. 3 I used to get is before decimal point, and then I used to take the scale value, whatever the scale value is, I put it here as 9999. Similarly, in case of when the scale is greater than the precision, okay, then what I do is whatever the output comes by subtracting 6 minus 4 equal to 2. 2 after there will be 2 zeros after decimal point, and whatever the scale remains, whatever the precision remains, that I take it as 9999. Now, with the last example, I'll take here as number of 2, 7. 2, 7. Guys, 7 minus 2 equals to 5. 7 minus 2 equals to 5. So, 0 point. So, all of you tell 0 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 zeros and 2 nines. 5 zeros and 2 nines. Similarly, with the number of 3, 8. 9. I'll take 3, 9. So what happens? 9 minus 3. 9 minus 3 equals to 6. Now 0 point. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 zeros, 3 nines. 3 nines. Okay, got the examples? I hope you guys got the examples. Okay. So now let's as I told you, I'll be telling some basic programs let's play with the application of SQL. Okay, so these are the data types and the differences between RDBMS, DBMS we have discussed. What are the differences between RDBMS and Excel sheet? What are the different types of data types we have? What is data type? And several examples. Now let's have a look into SQL Plus. What I have to do is run as administrator, as I told you while running this application. Yes. Okay, now the application is out here. I'll take Scott, and do you guys remember the password? Okay, see. Connected to Oracle Database 10G Enterprise Edition release 10.2.0.1.0. Production with partitioning, OLAP, and data mining options. So let me clear the screen. So what are the different form where I can clear the screen? CL SCR, CL space SCR. Also, I can do shift plus delete. So let me go for CL space SCR. Okay. So guys, I'll give a select clause star from employee. Okay. So select star from employee basically means selecting the data from the employee table. Star means the entire data. Whatever the data is present in the employee table, it is telling to retrieve the data. So select star from EMP basically means select all the data from the employee table. Let me hit enter. Guys, see here, you can see that the data which I'm getting is not in a proper organized manner. Okay, it's not an organized manner, it's all distorted. Okay, all distortion you can find here. So what I do is set lines 100, pages 100. Okay, set lines 100 and pages 100. If I do, I'll get a proper organized manner data in front of the screen. Let's check it out. Select star from EMP. Guys, see here, you can see the previous data, how the data is been retrieved, and see after writing the command how the data is retrieved. Okay, so you can see the magic of set lines 100, pages 100. You can see how it works. Okay, and if I go and write, I select star from tab. So guys, see here, it's telling that select all the data from the tables. So these are the table names present in the database: department, employee, bonus, and salary grade. Salary grade basically means salary grade. Table type, tab type table. The cluster ID will be discussing in the upcoming videos. What is cluster ID? If I go and write, I select star from DPT. It's basically telling select all the data from the department table. See here, I'm getting department number, D name, and location. So the D name basically means department name, and LOC means location. You can see here whatever data I have here, it is getting retrieved. So guys, similarly, we'll be discussing more about this kind of queries in our upcoming videos. So, and guys, one more thing I forgot to tell you when I was showing you how to install and how to get ready with the SQL application. I have forgotten to show you how to exit from the application without going and crossing it here. So you can write directly exit and then again press on enter. So you'll directly exit from the application. Okay. So guys, if you like this video, do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For any feedback and comment, you can comment in the comment box. And if you directly want to be in touch with me, you can ping me at pdivyajyoti772@gmail.com. And guys, I told you I'll be giving the drive link where you can go and download the database file and install the software into your personal PCs, laptops, etc. So I'll be giving this the link in the description about my drive link. So which I have forgotten to give in the previous video. Sorry for that. So hope you guys do well in your career and prosper in your career. Thank you and have a great day.